Well, hello, Tony and Paul. It's a real pleasure to meet you both.
You too, Sean. Nice to talk.
Pleasure to meet you.
I really enjoyed Americana. It's actually a really unexpected ride. I stayed away from any trailers or anything, and I did not know what I was getting into, and I absolutely loved it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Smart.
Yeah, and that's I like to roll sometimes. And Paul, with all your recent blockbusters and now with Americana, we're officially calling it the Summer of Paul. You're everywhere, and we're loving it.
Oh, that's good. Well, it probably has less to do with me and more to do with I keep involving myself in good movies, and that is one of the boxes you check when you try to sign on to something. Do I think this is going to be any good?
Yeah, and Americana is fantastic. Tony, I got to put you on the spot. You know, you're here with Paul, no pressure, but when did he first land on your radar as the incredible actor that he actually is? And like, when did you know he was the one to bring Lefty's big heart and quirky charm to life? Because it was perfect casting right there.
Yeah, I agree that he's perfect as Lefty. It's inconceivable now to imagine any other living actor. Paul got on my radar. I'm an Eastwood head. I love Clint Eastwood, so Richard Jewell. So I knew Paul as a dramatic powerhouse first, and then I came to realize, oh, he's also funny as hell. And so that was my introduction. And then we were discussing, myself, Alex, and our financing partners at Braun. We were talking about the Lefty role, um, and we talked about Paul as an one of my favorite actors going, and that I thought would be an exciting choice. And everyone else was like, let's do it. That sounds really exciting. And so it was just once his name was dropped in the conversation, everyone's like, well, let's stop talking and just send it to Paul. So that was the process.
Now, a great decision right there. I want to throw it back to you, Paul. When did Tony's work, land on your radar?
Regrettably, I hadn't seen Longmire, but I had friends who were on the show and had spoken well of the experience and everything. And I just grabbed at the script. At the time it was called National Anthem, and I started reading it, and I think I was only 10 or 20 pages in when I texted my reps, and I was like, hey, this is like really good. Like, you can kind of tell the writing's going to be awesome. And then I made my buddy Anthony Pettix, who was my assistant at the time, I made him read it after I read it. I was like, I might be crazy. Tell me if this is as good as I think it is, because I think it's like one of the best scripts I've ever read. And then he read it and he was like, yeah, it seems like smart. Like, this is like a smart person movie. And I'm like, hell yeah, smart person movies are dope. I don't do a lot of those. Let's do it. So I got real emphatic about it based on the writing. And I was afraid they were going to try to cast somebody way bigger than me. So my reps are like, nobody's getting rich on this movie. Everybody's and I was like, dude, whatever. Like, I don't care. Just sign the documents and make the deal go through so they can't take it back or rescind it. That was my attitude.
Yeah, the writing's great. The cast is great. The chemistry all around with everyone is fantastic. Paul, your on-screen dynamic with Sydney Sweeney is one of the most surprising and charming parts of the film. And it's got a sweet but slightly twisted, odd couple energy. How did the two of you find that balance and build that diabolical yet tender chemistry?
I mean, I think it was just kind of an instantaneous thing, and thankfully it's on the page, it's in the writing. But as far as the chemistry, it's just two good actors trying to connect, and being Lefty, he's looking for his person, and Sydney Sweeney's a beautiful, sweet woman in real life. So it's not that hard to act interested or like a dopey guy in her presence. You kind of feel like that already,
No, I love seeing y'all in y'all's roles. It was fantastic. Tony, you two clearly had something special here with this film. I'd love to see you and Paul collaborate again. What do we need to do to make that happen again? Can we start that campaign now?
I would love to.
Sean, I will Venmo you later. Yeah, do you do Zelle? Cool. All right, good.
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I would love nothing more than me and Paul to be kind of like attached at the hip cinematically for like a whole run of films. Like, let's just run off a bunch of them, you know. So yeah, like I mean, my dream is to build, you know, well, one of my dreams is just to make another movie, but it's also to do one of those like companies like the Robert Altman company or the Paul Thomas Anderson company of actors, and have Paul right there in the middle of it would be amazing, because he can do, I think, anything that I can write in any tonality or modality. Like I don't like Paul would crush it. So yeah, I'm on the same page.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm with you. I want to see more of y'all.
I was just gonna say, as an actor, there's no cooler compliment or invite than doing repeat business with someone you like and respect. And I've done 2 movies with Craig Gillespie, done 2 movies with Spike Lee. I definitely hope I get to be in a Tony Tost movie again. That would be a big deal.
Well, I'm there to watch it. So I have to say, thank you guys so much for Americana. It's such a great watch that everyone needs to check out, and hopefully you can chat again next time.
Appreciate it, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks, Nerdtropolis.